Gels and filters can turn a bad scene into a good one. Technicians use them to color lights in the theater, enhancing the scene on stage. They also use them in camera work to even out a mix of color temperatures from different light sources. In both cases, they help make things picture perfect. These lighting gels can make any scene take on a different hue. They're called gels because they used to be made of gelatin film, but today they make them out of transparent polyester. They mix a batch of solvent, some dye, and some flame retardant chemicals. This produces a colored lacquer. They test the lacquer's thickness by pouring it into a brass cup with a hole in the bottom. As the lacquer drains out of the hole, they time how long it takes. If it flows too quickly, it means the lacquer is too thin, and if it drains too slowly, it's too thick. A steady flow means the lacquer mix is the perfect consistency, about as thick as engine oil. A sample of every batch undergoes this test because the lacquer's consistency is critical. If they don't get it right, it won't bond to the clear polyester. With the lacquer prepared, they load the polyester film into the coating machine. A big roller soaks up lacquer from a tray below and spreads it on the film. A thin bar on the roller evens the spread and scrapes off the excess. The lacquer dries in seconds. Every production run of the same color has to precisely match the last, so they regularly test the color of the lacquers on swatches of clear polyester. If gel colors are even slightly mismatched, using them together will make for a patchy-looking job. Differently colored gels create different effects. This orangey red one will warm up daylight, so it's more like indoor lighting. That's an advantage in certain photography situations. Now in a test, they hold a gel swatch over a flame. The gel doesn't catch fire, proving that batch is ready for the hot lights of the stage and screen. Over at another station, they're working on a different sort of color changer, a filter that goes on a camera lens. They dip a sheet of special optical plastic in hot water and dye. The hot water opens the pores of the plastic, and this allows the dye to penetrate. When it cools, the color is trapped inside the plastic. The longer they leave the plastic in the dye bath, the deeper the color. They dye just half of some sheets to make filters that reduce the exposure of half the camera image. Filters made from a range of colors will help the camera's eye do what the human eye does effortlessly, adjust to different lighting conditions. They sheath the colored sheet in thin plastic. This prevents scratching as they cut it to size. These camera filters are practically ready for your close-up. All that's left is for the inkjet printer to brand them. A similar type of printer gives the lighting gels the trademark stamp. And it's time to wrap things up. They slide a cardboard core into a machine that winds the finished gel sheet onto it. And a pneumatic ram pushes the roll of lighting gel into a plastic bag. Now these filters and gels are ready to show things in the best light possible.